Aloha groovers. It's aloha today because it's summer, and I've just done my good deed for the day. Got a few delivery drivers out with COVID. There's a bit of a shortage, and I just went to do my grocery shopping, and there was a little stall at the front that said if anyone's able to deliver some groceries today, let us know. And I said, I will. And they're only getting me to do one address. So I've just dropped off some groceries up on top of this beautiful hill. Tamara, hello. Oh, where's Kenny? Slides in. G'day, Groover. So yeah, I just did my little, hey, Francesca. Yeah, I haven't been on. I've been busy. Like, we're not busy. I've been doing other things. Busy. Like going to the beach. Hey, AJ. Yeah, it's only 22, but it's stunning, and the sun's out at the moment, so it's quite bitey. I was thinking about doing a live with the camera facing on me for a change, but I had like a little sweater on over a singlet top and tank top. Hey, Deb. Hey, Scout. Oh, lots of people rolling in. And I took it off, but the tank top's got the T-bar back, and I've got hey, Lorianne. I've got a black bra on under it, and so the straps are showing, and I don't know, I've got too much pride. I don't mind driving with this look, but I don't want to share it with you. Hey, Sarita, I might get moving so my camera doesn't overheat. Here's the challenge. Will it stay okay till we get down to the beach? It is a gorgeous crew, Francesca. We did batshit last night, but it was quite late. And poor Finn was so tired. AJ just wrote an essay. I can't. Hopefully you're just saying hello to everyone because I can't read that. Oh, guys, don't forget to do capitals while I'm driving too. Because otherwise I can't see. But you might all just be giving each other a heap of love, which is awesome. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. The supermarket just did can anyone help with delivering? And they were like, you only need to do one. And they're all in this area. So I was like, of course I can. And the girl said, well, go and grab your groceries and then meet me round the back at the collect and click or whatever it's called. Do you miss it, AJ? Do you miss the Tassie country? It's so beautiful, isn't it? I was really excited. I mean, I come up this hill a lot with you guys, but I was like, oh, good place to start a live. So I went round to the little dead possum in the middle of the road. I went round and picked up the little bag of groceries and just dropped them off at these two cutest old couple up on the top of the hill. They were really sweet. G'day, Wendy V. How you doing? And they weren't expecting their groceries to be delivered by some chick in a little red Suzuki Swift, but, there you go. But it's such a cool idea. I like how the community's been creative and rallying and coming up with ideas, and makes sense. They've got a heap of delivery drivers off, so they're like, hey, can anyone be one for 30 seconds? I'm jealous though. They had 3 tubs of Valhalla ice cream, which is a Tasmanian ice cream brand that is fucking insane. Because we've got such lush countryside and fat cows, our milk is amazing. And this ice cream, Valhalla, there's nothing like it on the planet. And because I'm doing keto again, I can't I can have any. And what do you want more than anything on a hot day in summer? Well, me anyway. Ice cream. Give me some of that shit. 3 tubs. They're stocking up. They're stockpiling ice cream. It is the best ice cream in the world, Deb. I agree. And I've eaten ice cream all over the world and I've never found an ice cream like it. It's so good. But you'll have to come to Tassie to find out. Oh, Wendy, I listened to your, I don't know if it's still in here or not, but I listened to your Australia Day live the other that you did on, I didn't listen to it on Australia, I listened to the replay of it, and you had Ivor on, and she's like the polar opposite Tasmanian to me when she was saying she didn't go out and get pissed and shit till she was 26 or whatever. Most Tasmanians start drinking at 3. Well, not 3, but we're all underage drinkers. I mean, not, years younger, but maybe life wasn't so sheltered in the southern end of the island. It made me laugh. Hey, Lee D. Hey, Groover's coming in. I listened to a YouTuber yesterday or the day before who was talking about life perplexed lives and how people just see her dashboard and her vent. And I was thinking, well, I show scenery, but it's made me wonder if these drive lives, if people just think they're bad news. I mean, I am shown a bit more than a dashboard and a vent and a multicoloured fluffy thing, right? Yeah, sipping the top off your dad's beer. Exactly, Deb. There's 2 southern Tasmanians in here right now, plus an honorary Tasmanian, AJ, who lived here for a while. And we can all vouch that Ivor was the exception, not the rule. Wendy might have gone. But it did make me laugh when I was listening to it. It was like, fuck, that's not the childhood we had. Not even close. We were meant to have the most epic thunderstorms yesterday because a lot of the southern eastern coast of Australia copped them as well. And I know that Launceston copped a bit, but it was so disappointing. Like for about 4 hours, you could just hear thunder in the distance and nothing happened because I was going to go live and we're going to do a little thunder. I'm taking us all down to the beach, by the way, for a quick catch up. See if anyone's got anything they want to talk about other than summer whirls. I keep calling them wheels on the ground, but that bodacious crew. What else has been flogged to death at the moment? I haven't actually watched a lot of YouTube. I'm kind of out of the loop again. But I'm sure that Summer Wells is still getting a run, right? Is that Grandma Ducky in my chat? Grandma Ducky, hello, beautiful. Hi to anyone else who's cruising in. We'll go the Lewisham way, so things will be a bit slower and I can engage a little bit more. some thunder down under. Well, it was forecast for us as well, but we missed out. And I love a storm. I even got my tripody thing and all my things ready. I was pumped and kept hearing thunder, and nothing happened. And it was really hot too. So it had that, when the sky feels like it's going to burst. And when it does, it's just like, hallelujah. Well, it didn't burst. And I was very disappointed. I don't think I've actually driven my car for about a week, maybe more. Because I'm working from home and I've been on the beach a lot. I've had friends visiting. A couple of other friends of mine came down on Australia Day and we had a belated birthday lunch for me and got a little bit Pedro pissy pants on. I think I was tucked up in bed by 9. My sister-in-law and niece are here again from Singapore. So there's been a bit of few gatherings with them, including one tomorrow. Been going to the gym a lot. I've got a personal trainer only for 4 weeks, but 3 sessions a week. She's whooping my ass. So what's news, Groovers? Come on, what has someone found on YouTube that is fresh and unique and anyone? Beulah? No. I think Wendy left. That sucks because I wanted to say I thought her Australia Day live, and in particular the Ivor who's but also just the total polar opposite in terms of childhoods. Yeah, 3 PT sessions a week. I'm a sucker, man. They had a really nice, and then the whole COVID thing happened, and as you probably remember, Deb, a lot of our clusterfucks were at gyms. They were super spread. But I mean, not many people, even before we opened the gates and let coronavirus in, the gym's never that packed anyway, so I feel pretty safe in there, I've got to say. I'll scout, you'll love this, Sunny, with me working from home, there's enough space between my monitor and my keyboard for her to lie down in that spot. And while I've been working from home, she was at my feet one day and just chattering away, and I thought, maybe she wants to get up. So I put her up on the table with me, and she curled up and went to sleep in this, or sort of stretched out and went to sleep in this space, and spent the whole day there and just purring. Wasn't the whole day, half a day, just purring her head off and snoring. Anyway, she has now started just getting up there on her own when I'm working, and it's so fucking cute. But I finished work on, Tuesday? And bless her, she's been getting up in that spot every day. I think she's wondering why I'm not sitting at it. So if I do a live from home tonight or tomorrow afternoon or whatever, I might use my work computer, because I think she's missing the hanging out on the table with mum thing. Yeah, a lot of gyms would be very quiet at the moment, I would imagine. But I'm also in there at like butt-fuck o'clock or the last sort of hour that the gym is open. So all the classes are haven't either started or they're over by the time I'm in there. Like in the gym yesterday, there would have been 4 of us, including my PT. She is a happy kitty. She's my friend again. She was so she hated my guts for about a week. Everything I did, she just was so pissed off with me. And I've got absolutely no idea why. I've got a phobia of the treadmill. I actually do the elliptical, which I feel like a complete. See, if Wendy was here, she'd get this because I can say this because the only people who know what I'm talking about is South Australians. When I'm on the elliptical, I feel like a total minder. Very uncoordinated. Very unco. But it warms up my legs and my arms. But yeah, Sunny, I don't know, she had a bug up her butt that's finally dislodged. She thought I sucked. And I've got no idea why. Like, even if I went to pat her, which I don't do a lot because she's not really a fan. She loves a head massage at night, but she'd actually, after I patted her, she'd clean herself where I patted her. And I kept thinking, is this just a coincidence? And then I'd specifically touch like one of her shoulders or, the top of one of her legs on her side, and then bang, straight there cleaning it. I'd choose another spot on the other side of her body, nowhere near where I'd been, on the other side, bang, as soon as I finished, she'd start cleaning it. Anastasia Beaverhausen, g'day. It's low tide at the moment. We'll go around to Sandy Point first. I was total catatouche. But I was the worst. Even when I fed her, normally, you get the little smooching around your feet and legs and purring your head off kind of routine. Like the only time I normally get any real affection from her is when I've got food that I'm putting in a bowl for her. But she wouldn't even do that. She fucking hated me. I put my hand next to her paw and she'd flick my hand out of the way. Like, she went out of her way to let me know she thought I sucked. But she's my friend again. They're bloody weirdos. And it's tricky for me because, so look at a low tide, guys. You can walk out on those sandbars, not quite out to the other side where the sand dunes are. Snow? Oh, God, no, it's summer here. It's summer here. But yeah, it's weird for me because my 2 previous cats, I had a cat when I was at uni in Adelaide. Well, I had Oliver for 16 years, so I wasn't at uni the whole time, but I got him when I was at uni. But he was a tabby who thought he was a dog. And then I got Biscuit last year or 2 years ago, and she was a tabby who thought she was a dog. It's the first time I've had a cat who knows it's a cat. Because the last 2 really were dogs that had cat faces and bodies. Your cat hasn't forgiven you for bringing in the 2 kittens. Oh, still pissed off. Oh, were you chatting about snow to some others? Because I was thinking that's sand out there, not snow. You had a bit of a flurry, Scout. We're having a lovely summer. It's been late. And today's not as yesterday was hot. We've had quite a few really hot days. I've spent a lot of time on the beach. And it's too hard to go live because I can't see the screen, and I generally leave my phone at home, take a book down, chill out. But yeah, we've had a nice summer. We've had a bit of everything though, but I was bummed we didn't get the thunderstorms yesterday. My house is like a little bit like a tree house, being on stilts, and I feel like I've got the front row seat when it comes to storms. For 2 foot of snow. See, Tasmania is the most southern state in Australia. It's a little island at the bottom of Australia. And although we've got the Midlands, there are some mountains that get snow, and even though Mount Wellington in Hobart gets some snow on it, we don't get snow at sea level very often. Like it's a freak weather event that happens once every 6 or 7 years. Very different to when I lived in Kansas City, Missouri, and we were shoveling snow off the driveway and all of that stuff. We don't get snow like you guys get. It's beautiful down here, isn't it, Scout? It's so quiet. It's peaceful. I was half expecting as soon as I said that for a Harley or something to go past. And the other thing is I've been to the beach with other people a bit too, so I don't really want to go live when I've got buddies with me. Like, hey, thanks for coming down and hanging out with me. Do you mind if I go live on YouTube for 3 hours? I have missed you guys. But most of you know that summer I tend to be a little bit offline because I'm all about the beach and the oceans. I mean, I'm on it every day of the year, but it's even more fun when you can swim. And you learned a lot about Tasmania when you watched Yahoo series. It is very beautiful. I wish you could live here too, Anastasia Beaverhausen. I'd love all of you guys to be here because I swear to God, like, this place takes my breath away every single day. And I was actually on the beach yesterday. I went and had a swim first thing in the morning because it was already pretty hot for Tassie. And I'm sitting on the beach just looking up the beach and down the beach and out to the ocean. And I'm like, I fucking live in paradise. This place is actually stunning. I don't take it for granted. You deserve some downtime off of YouTube. Your beautiful Sunny has her mommy. She has me all the time. That cat has me wrapped around all four of her little cankly paws. She's got cankles. One of my cousins who lives interstate, the first time she came to Tassie and met Sunny, she's like, oh, finally, another girl in the family with cankles. Hey, Green Eyes. Good to see you. Well, the reality is too, Scout, you can take 6 years off YouTube and go back to YouTube and the same shit would be happening, I reckon. Bizarre little world that it is. I mean, it's even exhausting talking about how exhausting all the people talking about the same shit on YouTube are. I'll just let them go on their merry way. I just wish someone would be refreshing. No, surprising. I just wish someone would go live and do something like, I don't know, I don't give a fuck if they tap dance for 20 minutes, but just be like, whoa, look at you breaking out. not talking about the same shit you've been talking about since 2018. Go you. I'm putting together a video at the moment. That's something I have been doing, which is I'm going to try and do a series of them. So when I finished it, I'm trying to keep them at about 10 minutes each one. But I'll be asking you guys to put suggestions in chat for other people that you'd like me to do. You've been watching a lot of art tutorials. Nice. What sort of art are you doing, Lorianne? Any particular style or medium? I mean, don't get me wrong, there is some refreshing content on the YouTubes, and I do like frolicking in them. There's a few that I go to that I don't even tell people about because I kind of like being there and nobody knows me there. But I still can't cut the umbilical cord. I still feel like I have to check in and just see what all the freaks are up to. Not Grey Hughes' freaks, just the twerps. Recycling cardboard and air clay. Air clay. I don't know what air clay is. I might have to Google machine that. All right, let's go around to the other beach. This is only a quickie because I really haven't got anything to talk about, and I have got one frozen item in my bag. Hey, Crystal Dawn. Yeah, it's pretty down here. It's pretty everywhere. I seriously could drive you to the ugliest part of Tassie and they would still have views of mountains and lakes or a river or a harbour or a beach or a forest, a rainforest. There's very few places here that I can't even name one. Like even if I went to the scuzziest suburb, it would still be pretty. Stay away from the cleaning channels. Oh, that's another thing I did. I've got addicted to some cleaning products, and I just keep seeing something in my house. I'm like, hey, let's have a crack at that. And I just keep being bewildered by this product, which has been described online as a bit like an MLM, which it's not, because it's not there aren't people that sell it and selling 100 or whatever, but it's one of those kind of cult things. But I've been so good for so many years doing buy all the environmentally friendly cleaning products, and I'm sick of half of them not cleaning to my standards. On the one hand, I'd be like, well, you know that it's clean and it's good for the environment. And then I would be like, but I know it could be cleaner. It wasn't sparkling. So now I'm cleaning with a product that makes everything sparkle, and I'm fucking hooked. I'm doing my fridge today. It's called Anastasia, but KOH. But a friend of mine in the States, who's a Tasmanian as well, who's she cleans she's more addicted to cleaning than I am. And I love a good cleaning session. I hate to say it, but I do. I'm proud of my belongings. I want them to, sparkle. But we were chatting about it the other day, and she got so excited because I was showing her my bathroom, which you almost need to wear your sunnies in there because everything's just sparkling. Oh my God, that car's just parked on top of two of those white posts. They bend down, but Jesus, dude, he's just invented a car park and flattened a couple of those posty things. Yeah, look, I did the bicarbonate vinegar. I've done heaps of stuff. I've done all this stuff. But Co does have a chemical in it, and it's diluted, and it doesn't have any odour. And my house looks like professional cleaners have been in and out, and I love it. I'm hooked. And you basically get I don't know if you guys even have them in the States. Like here we call them wine casks. They're like a cardboard box with a foil bladder inside them with a tap on it that you poke through the cardboard box bit, and they're full of wine usually. So it's like one of those, but um, decanted into a spray bottle that's really cool because when you press the trigger, it keeps spraying for ages, or the mop. And Francesca, seriously, I I don't want to be that person, but I am with this shit. Yeah, a goon bag. Because not only is it the fact that the house is sparkling, it's pretty much effortless. Scouts are ready for Link. God, you're a legend. But what I was going to say was Ange and I were chatting about it, and they don't deliver. They deliver to Europe, I think, but not to the US. Probably because of the chemical. I don't know. Like it's a chemical that in larger amounts can kill you, but most of them can. But I don't give a shit. I'm sick of having a house that's not at the stat. Now that I know how good it can, how much better it can look. Like I thought my house looked awesome, and now I'm like, oh my god, I had no idea it could look even better. And it's just the best. Like it's just made my life. It completes me. Amazon has it in the States, or just Aussie Amazon? Because if Amazon in the States has got it, oh, someone's songs. Flip flops. Someone hasn't left a couple of G strings on the car park. You're going to get some around. Honestly, like there's little starter kits you can get. So, if you want to test it out. But I've already ordered my second wine cask, goon bag, and more of the microfibers because the microfiber cloths are better than. Francesca, you need to be completed. Yeah, we're down the beach checking out the waves. It's low tide, but there's quite a few people on the beach, and it's only 21 today. It's not a hot day, but it doesn't stop us Taswegians going in. Oh, Amazon in the States. All right, I'll let Ange know because we were only looking on the website, unfortunately. She did actually say, I'll look on Amazon. But I thought from the website that it was only sold from the website. But yeah, thank you for dropping the link, and I'll grab that from chat and send it over to. Well, I'll just tell her it's on Amazon. I just recommend you get the starter kit if you're a bit dubious. I bought the kit that's got everything's always 50% off, and there are people that go, oh, these people are paying whatever it is for a carton of water with a tiny bit of a chemical in it. I don't give a shit. I don't have the ability to buy a giant tub of the lethal chemical and then dilute it down to a level that is safe. Oh, hello, little Russian. Might just send you back to where you came from. It is good stuff, lady. Like it's unbelievable. It's not just the way things look after it. It's the fact that it really is quite effortless. Like there's a few things that that around your house that you might need to spray and leave for 5 minutes. Like the stove top might be a bit great. The oven, I did have to spray it on and leave it for a while, but then the oven is absolutely sparkling now. Yeah, they do essential oils that you can drop um, into the mop container bit and the spray bottle if you want a bit of an aroma. You're getting that and air dry clay. We might have to do a live when everyone's got their code to see how you feel about it, because it was just one of those things. A friend of mine was like, Tori, a friend of hers rang her one day and said, I feel like a dickhead because I never buy anything I see advertised on TV, but there was a segment on a morning show of this cleaning product and I thought, what the fuck, I'll try it. And I did. And she said, you've got to get it. It's amazing. So then my friend got it, and then she rang me and said, holy shit, you've got to try this stuff out. Only $49 for a starter kit, see, bonus. And that wine casky thing that you get goes a long way. But the spray bottle really does like quite a fine mist. And with the mop's got a spray bottle in it too, and you pull the trigger, and you don't add more of the liquid until the mop is starting to grip on the floor. Like while it's still sliding around, you don't need to add any more. Just one thing though, guys, if you do get the mop, you decant the liquid into a little bottle. Make sure you put the lid back on the bottle before you put it in your mop. Because I was reading a forum and there's about 50 people on there going, I put the bottle in and the water just went everywhere. And I was like, I wonder if you remember to put the cap back on the bottle. I should be sponsored by KOH. Thank you again, Scout. I think it's, look, try it. The microfiber cloths are the best I've ever bought, so I feel like I'm already a winner in that regard. Francesca, honestly, it's so cool, and I don't care that it has a chemical in it because my place is just sparkling. And you get, when it first arrived, I was just like going around to parts of the house where there are things like, you know, like the corner of the shower where the glass is, it's always really hard to clean. Like I thought my windows were clean, and then I used KOH and I was like, fuck. It's good shit. It's good shit. I'm doing my fridge today. Yeah, you can use it. I've got wooden floors throughout my entire house. I don't have one room with carpet in it. And you get two different mop attachments. Like one's sort of more for like scrubbing, and the other one's more like a buff and polish one. But I've used both of them and they've both been great. Everyone's checking it. I need to get sponsored. KOH, where are you? I'm going to change the title of this live to KOH is amazing. You smoke chemicals every day and live in the inner city. Yeah, another chemical's fine. And look, it's such a tiny amount, which is why people say, oh, you're basically buying water with a drop of chemical in it, but I don't care. This stuff is awesome. And the little wine cask, I reckon, once you stop going nuts and cleaning everything, because you will, I reckon Nicola told me, friend of mine who told me to get it, she said her casks last for about 3 months and her house is 4 times the size of mine. I should go, oh, damn. I should have had an Amazon link. I don't do that. Next time, if you guys, as my little guinea pigs, all love it, we'll do a KOH live and we can all go live and talk about it. And I'll get an Amazon link set up. You don't have carpet either, Green Eyes? Yay, another. I've got rugs. Oh, that's the other thing, Francesca. If you order it, it gets delivered so fucking quickly. It's ridiculous. Like, ridiculous. I can't remember how ridiculous, but it was literally within the week that I'd ordered it. Like, it might have been 3 or 4 days. It will arrive really quickly, and then you'll just be like, oh, my God. And the other thing I've found, like I did the bathroom the day I got it, which was a couple of weeks ago, and on Australia Day last week, I always, if I've got people visiting, I always, do a quick clean up around the house, just a few areas, like make sure the kitchen and bathroom look great. The bathroom didn't need anything. I mean, I always clean the loo and stuff as I go along, but like the tiles, the shower screen, the mirror, were all fine. I did still run the mop over, but you guys are all going nuts. This is hilarious. See, look at us. We're sitting down looking at this amazing beach talking about cleaning products. If you set up a link, tours, you can post it and make a percentage every time someone orders it from your channel. I know that I got a referral code that only lasts for like 21 days or something. I'll whack it. Yeah, and they get the refer a friend, and you also get $10 off. So if you want to hang on for a little while, I can drop my refer a friend link under here. But I reckon half of you have probably already ordered it. But the best news is letting my friend in San Diego know about her being able to get it on Amazon. She's going to lose her mind. The Amazon link. So I should set one of those up too. All right, I'll do an Amazon. Although we've got Amazon Australia, does that work for you guys? Like if I have an Amazon store, are you guys able to use it as well? Or is it only within Australia? Anastasia, I think the link's in chat for the US Amazon. Why don't I do an Amazon link now? Because I'm in the car. I'm nearly home. I'll go home and do it as soon as I get home. You'll wait to order. Thanks, AJ. Thanks, Scout. Well, I mean, what I'll do is I'll set up I'll put in the description of this live, the refer a friend link, and I'll also set up an Amazon one, and you guys can just see if it works for you. And yeah, thanks for hanging on, because I don't know how many times you get the refer a friend voucher, if it's just 1 or 3 million. I know that it doesn't last for very long though. Okay, Anastasia says when she clicks the link, it shows other cleaning products, not Co. What about just type in Amazon, just type in KOH, Anastasia, and see what happens. Yeah, when I get home, which will be very soon. I'm hungry too. It's 1:45. I've got lunch made. I've just got to warm it up a little bit. It's yummy. It's called shakshuka, which is sort of like a minced tomato, lots of spices, and then you make a couple of wells and drop a couple of eggs in and put feta around it. And oh my God, it's yummy as. But while it's warming up, yeah, refer a friend is different, but I thought I could put both. When you type in Co, it shows you a powder lye. Huh. Oh, you get a percentage even if I don't get that product, as long as you buy something. You've got pizza for lunch. Nice, Francesca. Is that on Amazon? So if you have an Amazon store, people just use your store rather than just doing random orders. It might take a little while to set up an Amazon store, but I am catching up with a friend this afternoon, but I can try and do it. None of it's the same as what I see on their real website. Bummer. Oh, butternut squash lasagna for supper. Delicious. Co isn't on UK. But Ruth, have a look at the Co website because I'm pretty sure Ange, my friend in the States, said that they do deliver to the UK. They definitely deliver to New Zealand. You get money if we buy through your Amazon. No, it's not on Amazon Australia, and it's because it's Australian. You've got to, or it's New Zealand. It's one or the other, but you've got to order from the website if you're buying within Australia. So what I'll do is I'll put the refer a friend link, which might work for Australians, and I'll set up an Amazon store. You're on the Co UK website. There you go, Ruth. Woohoo! But also, if the refer a friend thing, if that's only one friend, it'll be first in, best dressed. So, yeah, Ruth can get it in the UK. I won't tell my friend in the States that she can get it on Amazon until I double check. I know, well, we should all go to Lorianne's for the lasagna, huh? Although the shakshuka's yummy. Or the shakushka or whatever it's called. Yeah, exactly. So you've got to come here so you can live here. Well, when you live here, you can get Co anyway. Maybe I'll do a live one day and clean something with the Co, although nearly everything is cleaned. I'm going to clean my car with it. Come anytime, just stay away from snowdrifts. Ruth needs lasagna. But hey, you can get Co. So, you know. Yeah, I was just thinking I could do a Co demo, but the reality is, once you've used it, everything's a sparkling. And I'm not going to go live and demonstrate cleaning my fridge because that just would not be fun. Even though I've got a cool fridge. Co party sleepover at Tory's. Imagine if you guys all rocked up at my house with Co for one night sleepover. I'd be like, well, to work, everybody. I'm going to do my barbecue, but that's one where you need to spray it and leave it for a long time, a bit like the oven. Not a long time. It's about 5 minutes, maybe 10. You're thinking about selling, packing, and moving next door to you. Well, this is a good beach to live on, not going to lie. It's a good spot. Give you a bit of a panoramic. Oh, I can't, hang on. I'll give you a panoramic and then I'm going to head home. And the Co cleaner will amaze you, Ruth. There you go. There's a panoramic view of the beautiful beach. There's the bluff up there. I love a working bee too. Oh, we've got more lasagna happening at Scouts. Nice. All right, Groovers, I'm going to head home. I've got to get a few things out of the shopping into the fridge and freezer. And then I'll go and put that refer a friend link. And I don't know if it works for 50 people or one. And that may only work for Australians. I don't know. And then I'll also have a look at setting up an Amazon store. Check your Instagram. I sent pictures. Oh, cool. Thank you. No, the Hammering Neighbours haven't finished yet. They've nearly finished. It seriously got to a point where I was like, if I say something now and they stop doing it, I've got to put my little sweater back on. There's a bit of a cool breeze. I will check the Instagram message, don't you worry, Scout, but I've got to do the co-link first. It's so cute down there with a kite. I love kites. I need to get a kite. It's a very relaxing thing to do. You don't know me at all. Where the hell have you been? Nice to see you, Groover. Well, I haven't been around either, so, you know. You do not like rude people. I'll put the refer a friend code. I was going to put it under this video in the comments and I'll rename the video, but I can drop it on my community page too. I just don't know if you only get one per person. So it'll be a first in, best dressed kind of scenario. And I'll look at setting up an Amazon store or shop or whatever it's called. And I'll also see if you can get it on Amazon in the US so I can let my friend know because she was heartbroken. Very well, thank you. You don't know me. I hope you're well too. Yeah, look, it's actually caused a bit of a rift between me and another neighbour, so I'm just letting it go. I'm letting it go. I don't want to end up having two neighbours. I don't know why they're irritated with me. I'm not the one fucking hammering all day, but anyway. But I will head up the hill. I'll unpack some of my groceries and the first thing I'll do is I'll change the name of this to It's All About Co. And drop that link. And I'm sorry if it only works for one person, but congrats to the one person it works for. And I'll look into the other stuff as well. I don't know what time I'm catching up with Gina, but probably afternoon tea. Yeah, I'm letting it pass. Sometimes you just have to weigh it up. I mean, I suffered through the worst of it without saying anything. So, I mean, admittedly, they haven't finished the project, but they also haven't been hammering for the last, well, not since Australia Day. So, what are we now? Saturday. So, I've had 4 days break. So it's just one of those, you just weigh it up and you go, But yeah, it's ended up causing a little bit of a rift with another neighbour who wasn't bothered by it and won't sort of validate anyone else's experience and feels because she's able to block the sound out, the rest of us should be able to. And it's like, well, you're not working from home. You're not speaking to between 6 and 10 clients a day who are all vulnerable and some are very depressed, some are anxious, and some are even suicidal with that shit going on in the background. I can't play music because I'm on the phone to people. I can't have my windows and doors open. So my house has been getting really hot. But she's not capable of putting herself in someone else's shoes. And when I spoke to council about it, they didn't tell me much, but they did tell me that I wasn't the only person who'd rung them about it. So I'm a bit annoyed that my neighbour is dismissing or, invalidating my experience because hers hasn't been bad. But she's also become friends with them. Like 4 weeks ago, I'd never spoken to another neighbour about it until I went to her place for a Christmas gift exchange, and she brought it up in conversation and complained about them. And I was actually relieved that it was giving someone else's shits. But in that 4-week period, she's also obviously become buddies with them. And she said, they're my friends and my neighbours. And I'm like, well, what the fuck am I? I've only lived next door to you for 7.5 freaking years. I will definitely send beautiful Sunny your love, Scout. Hey, Miss K. So, yeah, I got a really weird text message and I haven't responded to it because it was all about all these connections that she's discovered she has with them and that they're her friends and neighbours, and how she can, it's, it doesn't bother her. She can block it out. And I don't know how to respond politely because I want to tell her that I think she might be a narcissist. So you make friends with them and steal their hammers. Yeah, I kind of do want to say bite me, but you remember that convo? Did I talk about it on a live? About the hammering and another neighbour being bugged by it too. I mean, every other neighbour is bugged by it, but this particular neighbour's just decided that because she's got all these things in common with them, or people in common with them, it's kind of weird. But, look, she's a nice neighbour. She's the neighbour I've known the longest, but I've got better neighbours. I did talk about it. Yeah, so I haven't bothered responding, and I don't respond in text messages or messenger or whatever, what I call, I mean, it sounds weird saying affairs of the heart, but, conversations that you should be having face to face with somebody, I don't put them in a text or a messenger message, but she did. And that's another reason I haven't responded, because I'm like, you live right next door to me. We could have had a cup of tea and talked about this. Hey, Casper. So, yeah, I mean, she's away at the moment, and I don't know. I know what I want to say to her when the time comes, but oh, God, 3 bloody jet skiers, bogans of the oceans. This beach, they're not allowed to come in here on jet skis because we get whales and they bring their calves in here, and we also have a shark sanctuary up the other end, and these fuckers always do it. I mean, they are going on a slight diagonal. They are heading out around the bluff, but they might be just outside the exclusion zone. I don't know. It's a reflection on her, not you. That's how I'm looking at it, Miss K. I mean, Scout, it's a complex thing. You have to keep a log for 2 weeks, and I've been working from home and I don't have the time. I'm busy. I don't have the time to sit there and go, they started hammering at 9:01 and hammered till 11 and then had a 10-minute break, and it's just a pain in the bum. But they are going to look into whether or not they got approval for the stuff they're doing. So if they haven't and they need it, it's their karma. That's how I look at it. Your neighbour's odd. He mows his lawn in his underwear and in winter plays the trumpet outside. Nice. He's odd. I mean, the guy that owned this house before they bought it used to walk around the backyard naked, and it bothered the neighbour that's now become great buddies with the new neighbour. But the rest of us would like to have Nudie Pete back. We'll pray for serenity and sanity. Yeah, and that's the other thing. I mean, it's, Sunny's behaviour's been a bit weird, and I reckon she's been a bit stressed out by it too. Yeah, he is. He sounds happy, the trumpet dude. I'd prefer that to the hammering, I'm telling you. But yeah, the council makes it very difficult to get help because, by the time I'd rung them, the hammering had been going on for such a long time. It would have been better if I'd been keeping a log last year. But anyway, if they haven't got approval for stuff and they get into trouble for that, well, that's their shit. They should have got approval. But as far as the log, I tried to keep it for a while, but as soon as I was working, it was just impossible. apart from saying, yeah, it's been unbelievably stressful. And see, AJ, have a beautiful Saturday, gorgeous. And I'll get that link happening as soon, well, not as soon, but not long after I get home. As long as he wears nice underwear. But yeah, it has been stressful and it has kind of ruined summer because when I was on my really little break between Christmas Eve and New Year's Day, I had spent most of it having to come up with ideas on where I could go to get away from it. And I had little projects I wanted to do at home and I just couldn't stand being there. And poor Sonny had to stay there and put up with it. Um, and, you know, we just opened the borders and had coronavirus, like literally just engulfing the island for the first time ever. So there weren't a lot of places you could really go. I just went for drives and I went and saw my sister. But yeah, I ended up spending hardly any of my week of summer holiday at home because it wasn't pleasant being there. Definitely not a Calvin model. All right, Grievers, I'm getting home. I've got stuff to do. But thank you all for hanging out and have a beautiful Friday night or Saturday, wherever you be. And I'll see you all again soon. Stay groovy, everyone. And if you own a hammer, don't bang it repeatedly and constantly from October till, well, it's nearly February because apart from my neighbour next door who was really bugged by it until sometime in the last 4 weeks, it'll put all your neighbours offside. Thank you for appreciating the beautiful view. See you all soon. Take care, everyone.